Hello and welcome to another edition of Arbitration Studios. I'm JP Arbiter.
I'm Mrs. Arbiter.
And we are continuing our quest across the whole damn thing. Not just Halo 1, not just Halo 2, but
Halo 3.
So a couple things before we go on, for those not familiar with the whole damn thing. Rule number 1, there's to be no touching of the face or of the hair. Ow. Why? We don't have a webcam, so why do you do that?
Because I could.
Anyway, number 2, this is only for exhibition, so please, no wagering. And as such, the only skulls that'll be active are Grunt Birthday Party for the fun, and I Would Have Been Your Daddy also for the fun. So, we are not going to show off any game secrets or anything unless it's something particularly entertaining, or if it's something that's like, or we discover it together or anything like that. And then finally 3, JP Arbiter may have been playing video games since he was 3 years old, but he occasionally slips up and gets his stupid butt killed, and whenever that happens, a fairy will ring a bell. Thank you, Death Fairy. We call that the Bell of Doom. So, with that, shall we get started?
Yes.
Alright. So, it's interesting about, Halo 3 among the Halo games, because this was the first Halo game that was released when you and I were dating, and we were past dating. You moved in with me at that point.
Yeah.
Because Halo 1, I actually had just broken up with my first serious girlfriend ever in 2001 when that came out, and then Halo 2, I'm not sure if we were actually even talking to each other yet when Halo 2 came out.
I don't know. I don't think so.
So, anyway, great entrance. The one thing that this game was missing was the witty banter from Cortana the whole way through, and they didn't...
Was I wrong?
Yeah, making up for it, or how they made up for it, important to the story, but it was just like, it was something that I as a player longed for. I don't know about you, since you've only, unlike with Halo 1 and 2, you've only scraped the surface of this particular game. And then Mass Effect Andromeda took over.
Yeah.
2 kilometers, easy. Stay sharp.
Pretty much.
Behold, Sergeant Badass!
Gorman?
His armor's locked up. Gel layer could have taken us to the impact.
What happened with that is that the servos were locked to protect him.
Major.
And here they...
Radio for Viton.
It's the actual longing. There's... He was a throwaway comedy character, and they gave him a role starting with Halo 2.
Oh, crazy fool. Why do you always jump? One of these days, you're gonna land on something as stubborn
Should
as you
I
are.
continue the He's So Damn Cool?
Do bits and pieces.
No.
No. Not even one last one right here?
No.
Chief.
But he's so damn cool.
Where's Cortana?
He jumped
make a girl
off
at
of
home.
a spaceship entering the atmosphere and survived.
She stayed behind.
Corporal, make it quick.
Yep.
Sorry, sir. Your armor's still in partial lockdown. Look up here, sir. Okay. Now down here. Good.
Oh, that's how they do it.
Everything
I don't think
checks
I've
out,
ever
Sergeant Major.
encountered this.
Kick off the training wheels, Corporal.
Oh, Sergeant Johnson, why do you have the derpy face going on?
You said
Yay!
it made sense.
Training wheels kicked off. I can play the game now, right?
Come on now.
Hey, it's Predator. Nope, it's my boy! My boy!
Were it so easy.
think that would be uncomfortable because there's no skin on an elite's lower jaw, so basically that'd be like having a gun literally jammed into the back of your throat. But running. And then with the levels will stop after each level, so. Yeah, funny thing, for those that don't know, the Arbiter is still a playable character in this game, even though they didn't do the split thing. Yeah, I rode down from orbit on that. I don't even know what it is. I love how they kept the glowing effect on the bottom, though.
Well, it wouldn't cool off that fast.
It depends what it's made out of. If it's anything like the silica tiles that make up the lower hull of the space shuttle, even though it's glowing, I bet it's cool to the touch. Which is really cool about those things. They could be like glowing red hot. And yet you can hold them in your hand and it won't even feel warm. So we need to send people into space again. By the way, did you like the brute howling?
Yes, that was funny.
Whoop. Whee! Good atmosphere building. The idea of the wars come home to Earth and it's gone to guerrilla war in between in the weeks that must have taken place between Halo 2 and 3.
Pretty much.
So, or at least around the actual landing zone. Since, oh, thank you for jostling me. What the fucking... Well, no time to complain now. Got fighting to do.
Stuff to do. Yep, I'm just finding in Andromeda multiplayer how much I hate a pistol.
Different games, different mechanics. I could go on.
No, I know.
Slap a fresh mag in.
Getting used to the cover mechanic is an interesting feel.
Oh, you should try Gears of War sometime.
No, thank you.
Oh, don't want to play a game about a bunch of literal meat puppets?
No.
I mean, just look at the muscles on them. Which muscles? All of them. Which one? You don't seem to understand.
Oh, Andromeda's enough. Thank you. Even their casual mode is actually can actually be kind of brutal.
Yeah.
It's slightly easier, and you level up faster, yes. But I think all they do is they do the leveling faster. In order to but keep the gameplay the same. But I'll be able to determine that at a later time. Because what does my new Game Plus go to? Normal.
Because you're not much of a shooter person. Shooters have always been... You're fortunate with me that I was never one for like the Call of Duty shooters. Sleepers. I always preferred stuff with narrative.
Nice and quiet.
But nice and quiet, huh? Should I take him out nice and quiet?
Yes.
Nice and quiet? How's this?
That's not quiet.
No, it's not.
It's nice. But it's not quiet.
But it is nice.
Yes. It does begin to make me savor the open world games at moments. When you're not falling off a cliff and just suddenly shift back to the mission area.
Oh, back to Andromeda.
Ugh. Those invisible walls are annoying. Even when you can see them, they're still annoying.
Now, there's something to be said about the tight confines of a of a linear game, because even though it is limited, I mean, how often have we seen, and Ubisoft is particularly guilty of this, open maps with fuck all to do. If we're being frank.
Yeah.
Get them to the extraction.
Heck, Fallout 4 compared to Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas was kind of guilty of this. With how open it was, and all you were doing was looking around at the environment, not doing much into it. I mean, just by comparison.
That is true.
So,
Just because you don't have much to do doesn't mean that it's a bad thing.
well,
Limits your
it wasn't a bad-
potential opportunities sometimes, but that's okay.
yeah, Fallout 4 was not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination, but it could have had more to do.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and that's why they tag the DLC, and even DLC doesn't add that much.
well, they focused way too much on the settlement mechanic on...
Well, that was the new potty.
Yeah,
That was the orange is the new black response.
And I'm saying that they focused a little too much on that. So, anyway, should we talk about Halo?
Yes.
Since we're playing Halo.
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 I remember by time this game came out, I remember it was make or break because there was so much hype for it, but at the same time, the idea that Halo 2 was ultimately disappointing in terms of its story had already solidified. So it's kind of it was kind of make or break for hey, Sergeant Fuckwit with the pistol, where are you? Oh well.
Where now?
Break off now. Watch yourself. Hang on. Get a hold of her. Negative. We're going down.
Well, when you're talking about being disappointed in how some things played out, what was the Star Wars game that everyone hated, that the hype was all there and yet you saw it? And the one scene that's supposed to be this big, it's supposed to be using the Force to pull on a Star Destroyer is a QuickTime event.
Yep. Which was probably the only serviceable way to make that scene happen. And you're talking about Star Wars The Force Unleashed, which
Yes.
we should probably take a break from this to do for May 4th.
Definitely.
But
Even if we just play with that scene to complain about it. Which means, of course, we have to get there first.
no kidding.
Anyway,
But yeah, it can do all this cool stuff. Look at what advanced gaming hardware can do, and QuickTime event. Okay, apparently, normally this area is a bit of a... Oh, there it is. There it is. Everyone clear out of the suicide grunt's path, please.
get away from the gruntsies.
Please don't make the gruntsies kill themselves. They're too cute.
They're too cute to live. I need to kill them.
Hurry! Back into the jungle.
Too cute to live. Your duty is clear.
Yep.
Hey, they have squeaky voices, and they... Oh, someone's thinking they're being clever. Pop.
Someone is failing at being clever.
Well, I said thinking they were being clever. Oh, hey, it's like... Reminds me of Sniper Alley off of Hill 213 in Nam. Guys who turned fire and Dragunovs into a fine art. Even the Ruskies were taking notes.
Come on, you dumb apes.
Ooh. Good
Where-
percussion beat on the soundtrack right now.
Where were you going with that?
I don't know. you know,
Okay, I'm just checking. Because I didn't get it myself.
well, you know, jungle fighting and... And, yeah, all I have on there is jungle fighting.
Find Johnson before he's captured.
Yeah, that's gotta be a fail.
Oh, that has a bad feeling of it all over it. Also, let's face it, that's pretty much exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. In fact, I wish that the onboard intelligence of my suit would actually say mission failed when he is captured. Just to
remind you that this thing actually does have a potential to fail.
well, no, it does fail. The fact that Johnson is captured as a scripted event, so...
Well, the fact that they emphasize prevent. That's my key. That's the key to me of saying, this is gonna happen.
Yep.
Don't even try and stop it. Well, try, but you're gonna fail.
Yep. It's so unusual in a Halo game, by the way, to get a sniper rifle so early. This is first level. And they give me the anti-material rifle and say, "Go nuts."
You do realize that's a bad sign.
Well, I don't know.
It's kind of like those boss levels where you see all the ammo stashed, and you're realizing, okay, I'm gonna have to come back here and fight something really big if I need this much ammo.
Conspicuous and suspicious video game generosity.
Yes. Are you playing on easy? No. You're fucked. Are you playing on easy? Yes. You're fine. Because that's generally what determines the ammo consumption is one of the key points in...
Can we just stop for a second and appreciate the fact that Johnson tried to punch a brute chieftain in armor in the chest? Just to make... I mean, he had to have known that would have done jack squat, but he did it to make a point.
He did it anyway. I would too.
Well, you're punch happy anyway. Some days I think I need to go to a battered husband shelter.
Gotten better, come on. Believe me, I'm forced to restrain myself when it's pushing the little boy out from being right in my face when I'm like, when I just turn my head and, oh shit.
Oh! Nope.
That only happens.
Oh, damn it, he turned on the invincibility thing.
That only happens 20 times a day. Not the invincibility.
Alright. Come on, baby Kong.
So this does lead me to pose an interesting thought or question.
What'd I tell you about that?
Mew. Now that I have at least completely finished my playthrough on Andromeda, what is it for Halo, what is the style or what elements do they use to make the levels more difficult or easier?
Generally speaking, because this is a narrative first-person shooter, it boils down to enemy durability, awareness of the player, and player durability. There are rules in Halo games that have been consistent throughout, at this point, 3 and eventually as many as 7 now. Things like energy shields are exponentially more vulnerable to plasma weapons, to Covenant plasma weapons. but
Isn't as fun as it looks.
fleshy targets are more vulnerable to projectile weapons, be they Covenant manufacturer
Kilo 2-3. What's your
or,
Imminent, Sergeant. On some cover. Got a clear path.
ETA? Roger that, Hocus.
you. I got you something.
Coming in hot.
Boy, have it. Because your pistol sucks.
Yeah. I don't know, the pistol in Halo is consistently portrayed as being overpowered. But, with Halo 2's being the exception.
Back to your the thoughts on what makes a difficulty level is just comparing the variation they have between watching Dead Space and now playing through one of them myself, where I've seen how difficult it can be.
Hocus.
And
Well, in the case of our Dead Space playthrough, what makes that game more or less difficult actually boils down to the speed and intelligence of the alien zombies, and also
These
just how vulnerable you are to damage.
you also have a lot.
I like to put it in this way. On its hardest difficulty, you, the player character, are truly as you would be in that situation, considering that Isaac Clarke is a starship engineer, not a Marine. On normal difficulty, he would be a trained soldier with top-of-the-line armor. But I digress, because this level is over, so we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we will be continuing our journey across the whole damn thing of Halo 3. So, we'll be seeing you.